Hi, it's Jennifer at Jennifer at Home, and I'm so happy you're here today to join me to do a major declutter in my home. Recently, my husband and I were talking, and we thought it would be a great idea to start looking around for a larger home, and we thought we would move to a home that had more space and more storage. Well, in the process, I decided to do some decluttering, and the more I decluttered, the more I realized our home is plenty big enough. We don't need to go out and look for a larger home because our home has all of the space that we only need for just 2 people. Once I started setting things aside and pulling things out of cabinets that we don't use and we don't need, taking things from the garage, from the Christmas storage, out of all of the spaces in our home seemed to grow larger and larger and larger. And the more I really enjoyed our home, I organized and redid the kitchen, moved things around, put things in better places, and I enjoyed it so much. Then I realized just how much it would cost us to move to another home. All of the fees and closing costs and realtor fees, we just thought, why would we want to do such a thing when our home is perfectly suitable for the 2 of us? So let me take you and show you everything I have pulled out to donate and everything I want to get rid of to make my home a much more pleasant space. Here we are in my closet. I kept thinking that my closet was just too small. However, I decided I would go through and start decluttering. Things I haven't worn in a long time, things that don't fit quite right, things that are worn out and just aren't comfortable. It's time to go through and let those things go. First of all, I'm going to go through and just start taking out things that I know that I really don't want to keep. Things I don't like anymore, things that don't fit, crazy weird patterns, different styles that really aren't in style. I'll start going through and removing the easy things first. Once I get a big pile of the easy things, then I'll go back and start removing things that I may want to try on or maybe rethink and consider whether or not I want to keep them. I am just getting started, and look how many things I found in just the first couple of minutes on the first pass through. I'm just going right through, straight from one end to the other, and taking out the really easy choices. Things that I know I don't have to think very much about. I can quickly and easily just grab them and remove them from my closet. It's only been about 4 minutes, and during this time, I have been able to gather up a tremendous amount of things to sort through to donate from my closet. I'm still going along and pulling out all of the things I don't think I'm going to wear again, or maybe have never worn. I have found so many more things to take out and donate in the last couple of minutes. I just keep going back through and checking to see if these things are really things that I consider to be my favorite pieces. However, none of these items are my favorite. Even more things I've pulled aside to donate. I'm still going to go back and make a second run through the shirts and see if there are any more shirts that I want to try on or set aside to see if I still want to keep. In just a few minutes time, look how much space I've made on my closet shelf. It's truly unbelievable. All of these hangers from things I got rid of in one visit through my closet. I cannot even believe how many items I have gathered up so quickly. It's always the best idea to make a really quick decision and then just stick with it and not have any regrets. Don't look back at the items, just pack them up and get them boxed and ready. Tie or tape the box or the package. Do whatever you have to so you don't go back through and start second guessing the items. Now let's go back to the closet. I have more items to pull out. Now let's get on to the skirts and pants. I'm working away here on all of my donations. I already have a bag half full. I have dozens and dozens and dozens of things here I have set on the bed, and I wanted to fold these nice and neat before I take them to the donation center. I always like to have all of my donations clean and neatly folded. As you can see, I have many, many dozens of donations. I have taken out about half of the items in my closet. Things I just no longer need, I don't wear, and there's no use in even having them or keeping them when they could go to somebody else that could really use them. I've set out some things here that I'm still going to go through. I have some things I'm going to try on and see how they work. If they don't work, then they'll definitely be donated. Just a little while ago, I had no more hangers. If I purchased one more thing, I wouldn't have any hangers to even hang it up. Now I have dozens upon dozens of empty hangers. I just kept going through my closet, taking out more and more things until I just didn't have anything left that I was ready to donate. Everything else I have, I really enjoy wearing and I really like. I just added about 30 more things. I can't even believe it. All of these things I wasn't wearing and wasn't using. When I thought I was all done with my closet, I went back through again and look how many more things I pulled out. I can't even believe how many more hangers I've acquired for donation. I set these hangers aside for my son. I know he'll be really excited to have these. When decluttering, don't forget to go through and shred all old unnecessary receipts, utility bills, and other paperwork. It can really help declutter your home. It is absolutely unbelievable that we had this many extra clothing items and garments in our closet, hanging up, taking up all of this space. I'm going to start going through my kitchen cabinets right now and looking for some things that I know I really need to get rid of. I recently bought some of these muffin pans, and they're a silicone and they pop up so you can put the muffin in. They don't take any amount of space at all. So I'm going to replace some of my big metal muffin pans with those. And I have this really large skillet that's very heavy and I don't enjoy using it. All of these things can come out and I can sort through these and see what I can get rid of. I have so many metal cooling racks and I don't need all of these. I think I'll go through and I'll just pick out the two that I like the best and I'll just hang on to those. These two should work just fine. They're the same size and the same design, and they sit nicely side by side and they stack together. I'll just keep these two and I'll let these two go. I certainly don't need this many muffin pans. I think I can let these go. And this one as well. I think I'll just keep these silicone muffin pans and maybe this one that makes small muffins until I can replace it with a new one. I'm letting go of all of these things just from one drawer. Let's keep moving along and see what else we can find to donate or throw away. If you have extra things that you're not using that aren't really worthy of donating, but to be recycled, this is a great time to take those out as well. I'll remove all of these plastic containers that are left over from lunch meat and I'll put these in my recycling bin. Don't forget about cake pans and cookie cutters. If you haven't been using all of your cake pans and cookie cutters in a really long time, chances are you're not going to start using them now. It's probably a good idea just to let them go. I started taking things out of my kitchen cabinets and putting them in my dining room. These are all things I don't use anymore and I really don't need. Once I started accumulating all of these things, I couldn't believe how many things I actually had that I really don't need and that I can easily part with. I'm going to get started packaging up all of these things to take to the donation center. I know I have sunglasses and sunglass cases in here that I just don't use, so I'll take these out as well and set these aside so that they can be donated. I'll donate the extra cases as well. I have some hats in here and some different things that I just am not going to wear. Some earmuffs. These will be great to donate. I am so happy and so grateful you are here. I really had so much fun showing you all of the things I decided to declutter. I can't wait to wrap them up and get them dropped off at the donation center. I'll be so much happier in my home, and my husband will too. The more we've taken out, the happier we've become. It has just been a miracle to see how much we could actually come up with. I really appreciate you, and I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, and be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time.